Welcome back to ciLiving. I'm your host, Jaclyn Friedlander. Are you still looking for the perfect dish to bring to your holiday potluck? Well, we have another recipe, and Shea Kelly is joining me to teach you how to make it. Welcome to ciLiving. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so what are we making today?
Today we are going to make loaded hash brown casserole. This is a very easy dish to make. It's basically mixing everything together and putting it in a pan, throw it in the oven.
And what was the inspiration behind making this particular dish?
I'm sure everyone at home knows hash brown casserole primarily from Cracker Barrel. That's, of course, where I fell in love with the dish.
Okay.
My mother and I both love this dish, and I figured out how to make the recipe to make it for her for different holidays.
Kind of a duplicate recipe to mimic the Cracker Barrel one.
Yeah, the reason why I like this recipe is it's so modular. You can really change out all the different elements in it to make it completely your own. So.
Nice. And then it has special significance this year in particular, right?
Yeah, I lost one of my mothers, Terry, last year, and she was the mother that I was making this for primarily. So this is for you, Terry.
This is for you, Terry. All right, so what ingredients do we need? We have a bowl here that is filled with hash browns, right?
This is thawed frozen hash brown, but it's thawed out. You can make it frozen or you can make it thawed. I find that it comes out better when it's thawed. Sometimes I'll even throw it into the air fryer for a few minutes just to crisp it up just a little bit. I find that has better consistency actually when you put it into the oven and it comes back out.
That makes sense, yeah.
First thing you want to do is make your bacon or anything like that. Today we're going to be adding bacon and cheese to it. So bacon's not necessary, but I like to add it. Who doesn't love bacon?
I was going to say, I feel like you can just never have enough bacon. And then what is this one?
This is ranch seasoning. Your typical, you can get Hidden Valley if you'd like. I use Aldi brand, which is just as good. And then I've got some regular cheddar cheese, 2 cups of cheddar cheese here. I got 2 cups of bacon, just 1 single seasoning packet from Ranch. I have 8 ounces of sour cream here, and then I have 10.5 ounces of cream of chicken soup. You can also use cream of celery, or you can use cream of mushroom if you'd like to make it vegetarian.
Sounds delicious, and then some sprinkles for the top, right?
Yeah. This is 2 pounds of thawed hash browns. What we're gonna make. I'm gonna go ahead and start adding everything in. Kind of really throwing everything in, the bacon.
And that's the nice thing about this is that if you're not much of a chef and you want something that you can sort of easily put together, because I personally fall into that category of what is the absolute easiest thing I can grab to feed the most amount of people. So I feel like this will become a go-to recipe for me.
Or to cook on TV.
Or to cook on TV, exactly.
So I've added the bacon to it. The bacon is the hardest part about cooking this because you have to really sit there and stir it to make sure it. I usually try to undercook it because it's going to bake a little bit more in the pan once you put it all in.
Right.
So put the bacon in there, the ranch seasoning. I use a whole packet.
Yeah, it's already smelling good. I feel like a combo of the bacon and the ranch powder.
Yeah.
I used to have a recipe that I think was just oyster crackers, olive oil, and that ranch powder. And you kind of mix it up and then just bake it in the oven, and it kind of makes homemade snack food.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Just add a little unhealthy to some plain, simple oyster crackers.
Now, people do tend to put a lot of butter in this dish as well. I don't like that because I'm already putting so much fat into it already with the cheese, the bacon, the sour cream. And then this is the cream of chicken soup. Like I said, you can use cream of celery or cream of mushroom. Make a vegetarian.
And you can just put it in straight up. You don't need water or anything like that.
Don't need to do anything with it.
Okay.
And then soup is fine. And then it's as simple as this. You just mix it.
Mix it up really well. And then in a minute, we're going to put it into the baking pan. What temperature and for how long are we going to want to bake it?
You want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. We're going to bake it for about 65 minutes, just a little bit over an hour.
Okay.
And we're going to take it out and add a little bit of topping to it. I have French fried onions right here. Some people use cornflakes and a little bit of butter on top. Some people crack some Ritz crackers up and put it on top. All are completely viable.
Yeah, and I feel like same thing with the bacon. If you want to make it more vegetarian, you could take out the bacon. If you want to put hamburger meat or something else.
Yeah, absolutely. Or diced ham. Yeah, I typically like bacon. I've seen people make like ground sausage. And then they
interesting, yeah.
Because that at least goes with the breakfast kind of part of it.
That's a really good idea. Or even like leftover turkey or maybe some eggs. You could going along with breakfast. You could do this maybe with some eggs. Oh my gosh, that smells so good already.
But yeah, like I was saying, modular. You can really put anything into this that you want. I mean, as long as it's got hash brown, it's still going to be hash brown casserole.
Of course. Yep. That's sort of the main staple. But this one is going to be the one that tastes the most like the Cracker Barrel recipe.
Yes.
Now, how did you figure out that it needed like the ranch seasoning and things like that? Like, how did you kind of come up with what would taste like the one from Cracker Barrel?
The ranch probably doesn't make it exactly like the Cracker Barrel one. I like to add that because the first few times I made this, I oversalted it. And the worst thing you can do to a casserole dish is oversalt it. So at least I know that when I put this 1 packet of ranch seasoning into it, that's all I need. I don't have to add anything else. Yeah, I don't have to think about it. Just
right. You flavored it perfectly, and it's already pre-measured and done for you.
Did I mention this is supposed to be as easy as possible?
Yeah, I was going to say, we talk a lot about that on this show, how like Tommy and I don't particularly like to follow the measurements on recipes. We just kind of eyeball it, which I feel like then you sort of have inconsistencies. So in that case, that would be perfect.
Well, especially around the holidays, you really want to make things as simple as possible on yourself. Yeah, you can make a couple of these. You can freeze them. You can just make them all before Thanksgiving and then have some frozen ready for Christmas.
Right. And so then we're going to put that into here normally, but instead what we're going to do is we're going to pull the finished one out of the magic ciLiving oven because it is already pre-made.
I just made this one this morning.
Just made fresh right here in the ciLiving kitchen. So we'll hold it up and we'll get a shot of how beautiful that turns out. Yep. That looks great. And so then you just, at the very end, sprinkle those onions on top. I
cooked it for about 65 minutes, and I took it out and sprinkled some of the French fried onions on top, and I put it in for about 10 more minutes, and it came out looking like this. It looks pretty good, exactly how you want it.
This looks amazing.
All right.
Should we dig in and try it? Oh my gosh, this looks so good.
Yep, came out well.
That is fantastic. And so easy to make.
So easy.
Yeah. If you need an easy recipe, this is it.
This is the one.
Well, Shea, thank you so much for being here and for sharing this with us.
For sure.
Well, right after the break, the founder of Forge Film Acting is joining us to share how the film industry is right here in Central Illinois. ciLiving will continue in just a few minutes.